What sort of government is it that can't guarantee a cent, a single cent, for public and affordable housing, but can guarantee $254 billion for everyone in this place to get $9,000 extra a year off on tax? They can guarantee $41 billion for fossil fuel subsidies. They can guarantee $16 billion in tax concessions for property investors, but they can't guarantee a cent for public and affordable housing in the middle of the worst housing crisis we have seen in generations.
I want to talk about one other issue, that the issue of housing comes up again and again and again. We've all heard stories of 20 and 30-year-old kids who can't afford to buy a house and even can't afford rent. This isn't happening because young people have suddenly gotten lazy. So what's happening?
Owning a house is a dream for many young individuals in today's fast-paced urban world. However, it seems to be slipping out of reach. The towering skyscrapers in cities represent progress, but they also make it difficult for many to achieve this dream. The gap between this cherished aspiration and the harsh reality of skyrocketing property prices is widening at an alarming rate, creating a chasm that seems insurmountable.
I like to say it's a hurricane over real estate right now. We're in the Category 5 hurricane, and it's sort of a black cloud hovering over the entire industry until we get some relief or some understanding of what the Fed's going to do.
While the desire to have a place to call home remains an intrinsic part of the human experience, the path to turn that dream into reality has become an intricate labyrinth, fraught with challenges and uncertainties. In this video, we embark on a journey to unravel the multifaceted reasons behind the elusive nature of homeownership for today's youth. We will delve into the intricate web of economic and societal factors that have culminated in this predicament. Furthermore, we will explore who the current torchbearers of the real estate market are, and why they are the ones setting the pace in this dynamic environment. Join us as we navigate through the complexities of the modern housing market, shedding light on the key players and the intricate dynamics at play. The struggle to afford a home is not confined to any one corner of the world. It's a global phenomenon that transcends borders. Home prices have been on an upward trajectory, soaring far faster than the increments in wages across many parts of the world. This concerning trend has resulted in a growing chasm, one that makes it increasingly challenging for the average worker to save up for a down payment and realize their dream of homeownership. Stagnant wage growth, coupled with the rapid appreciation of home values, has led to a scenario where owning a house has become a distant aspiration for an ever-expanding portion of the population. It's a pervasive problem that demands immediate attention.
These workers, often young people, workers all over this country, they cannot make it. We need to raise the minimum wage in this country.
To address this issue comprehensively, governments worldwide must consider setting policies and rules that ensure better wages for their citizens. Empowering individuals with fair and competitive wages is a fundamental step toward making homeownership a feasible goal for more people. The dream of owning a house should not remain out of reach due to economic disparities. It's the responsibility of governments to create an environment where individuals can attain this dream with their hard-earned incomes. For young people and millennials, the barriers to homeownership have never seemed more formidable. The burden of student loan debt, rising rental prices, evolving attitudes about homeownership, and the difficulty of saving for a down payment.
All over the world, no one can afford to buy a house.
Yeah.
No young kids coming out can buy a house.
Finding solutions to these obstacles is essential for enabling young people to fulfill their dreams of owning a house. One of the major factors exacerbating the housing affordability crisis is the influx of real estate investors and corporations purchasing properties. These deep-pocketed investors can outbid individual homebuyers, thereby reducing available housing inventory and driving prices to new heights. Regulations limiting the influence of these large investors could help level the playing field for regular homebuyers, ensuring that housing remains within their reach.
The United States is going through a housing affordability crisis.
As buying a home becomes increasingly out of reach, the demand shifts to the rental market, causing rents to surge and making it even more challenging for individuals to save for a down payment. This vicious cycle continues to drive up housing costs across the board. Breaking free from this cycle will require incomes to rise significantly, or for housing costs to come down. Affordable housing is not easily accessible, and this can lead to wealth inequality persisting across generations. To prevent this, changes must be made to the current economic environment. Throughout history, home equity has proven to be the most significant factor in wealth creation. Unfortunately, barriers to homeownership deprive many of this opportunity. However, we can overcome this challenge by implementing monetary, free market, and policy solutions to ensure affordable housing for all. With affordable homeownership becoming an increasingly distant dream, attitudes toward owning a house may need to shift. Renting. Once seen as a stepping stone to homeownership, may now be viewed as a long-term housing solution. Policies that empower renters could make the rental lifestyle more viable. Homeownership may no longer be seen as a universal goal. Government intervention is essential to address the root causes of unaffordable housing. Potential policies include increasing affordable housing funds, allowing more housing density, revamping zoning regulations, providing rent subsidies, and regulating real estate investors. These targeted policies could help create housing stability and make owning a house a more attainable goal for regular individuals. To buy a home, people need to understand finances. Promoting education around credit, budgeting, mortgage products, and down payments can empower more people to navigate the home buying process. Equipping individuals with money management skills is crucial, and this education should be integrated into the educational system. Despite the current housing crisis, we must remain optimistic that the next generation will find innovative ways to create affordable, sustainable housing for all.
Today, we decided to leave our policy interest rate unchanged and to continue to reduce our securities holdings. Recent indicators suggest that economic activity has been expanding at a strong pace and well above earlier expectations. After picking up somewhat over the summer, activity in the housing sector has flattened out and remains well below levels of a year ago, largely reflecting higher mortgage rates.
By learning from global solutions, embracing technology, and allowing free markets to operate off regular supply and demand, young people can reshape housing markets to be more equitable.
Millions of Social Security recipients will get a 3.2% increase in their benefits next year. That's less than this year's historic boost and reflects moderating consumer prices. So the Social Security Administration says recipients will get more money every month starting in January. About 71 million people, including retirees, disabled people, and children, receive Social Security benefits.
With higher paying jobs and profitable businesses, they can achieve the means to purchase a home. The dream of a safe, affordable home remains worth fighting for. In conclusion, the dream of owning a house is slipping further away for young people as housing prices continue to surge. While the challenges are immense, there are paths to affordability through financial literacy, policy reforms, and addressing the influence of investors and corporations. Governments must take a proactive approach to regulating economic inequality instead of ignoring it. With the right strategies and determination, owning a home can remain a viable option, which will guarantee that everyone has a place they can call their own. If you found this information valuable, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for more insightful content. Remember, stay informed, stay engaged.
But the real reason that housing has outpaced anything else, who tried to buy a home, was about to put the money down, sign the contract, go into escrow, and at the last minute, somebody comes in with a cash offer and takes it off the table. And you're saying, who is this with the cash offer?
Thank you for watching.